So these are the course expectations that I have for United States history. This is a course that is set apart in 2 different semesters. So we'll be doing U.S. History A until January-ish, and then we'll have U.S. History B for the remainder of the school year. This course expectations video meets both of the classes. We're going to talk about everything that we cover, okay? Please know that you have to pass U.S. History A to go to U.S. History B. And let's get started, okay? So this is my course syllabus. This is available on your lesson as well. So who am I? I'm Mrs. Devlin, your teacher. Below is my contact information. This is my first year teaching U.S. history, but my third year at PA distance. Previously, I did more work in the middle school, but I'm excited for a new challenge and teaching you high school guys this year. It should be a good time. My email is included. My phone number is 888-997-3352, and my extension is 146 if you ever need me. I'm in the office from 7:30 to 3:30 every day. I've included the text number for Google Voice, so if you're somebody who's more of a texter than a caller, I have a way for you to do that. So feel free to text me on that anytime. It'll go right to my email. It's really cool. And then I've also included, I'm starting to use social media more in the classroom. I've included my Twitter handle, which is Mrs. Devlin SS, and my class Instagram handle, which I'm hoping to run this year. I might need some help with that, which should hopefully be the same handle. So, my description. United States History is a course divided into 2 semesters that takes learners from the Gilded Age through the modern era. So basically, we're kind of picking up right after the Civil War, and we're going to move through the end of the 19th century, the 20th century in its entirety, and then we're going to end up with the modern era. So this first half, this semester 1, we let off right before World War II. So we're going to learn about the Depression and the New Deal and how America climbs out of the Depression, and then World War II really begins the second semester. My objectives for you guys, this is how I want you to learn and grow while you're in my class. I want you to develop reading skills. You guys might be thinking that's a little silly, like, dude, I'm in high school, why are you saying that? We are all learning how to read differently for courses. And I want to teach you how to read your textbook effectively, and I want to teach you how to read looking for important material. We have to be detectives when we read for history, and we're going to do that this year. Writing skills. History exists to help us think, and writing helps us get our thoughts on paper. So it's really important to me, guys, that we utilize writing to express our views. The cool part about writing for history is, yeah, you can tell me when the Battle of Gettysburg happened, but if you can tell me why it's important in your own words, that's what I'm looking for. Historical awareness. I want you guys to be aware of the fact that history occurred and that we need to look back in order to move forward. Critical thinking, we're going to learn how to analyze history, try to examine why things happened instead of just when they happened. We're going to make connections with the past and the present. My goal for you is to see that things kind of get similar, and also to really help form an identity as an American, especially with this year being an election year and lots of big issues being forefront and everything. It's really important for me for you guys to learn about where we came from as a nation and develop some pride in being an American, because we've really come a long way as a country. In the first semester, we will study the first 8 units, and that's going to be the Gilded Age, the turn of the 20th century, the progressives, entering the world stage, World War I, the Roaring Twenties, the Depression begins, and then the New Deal. We will have a post-test at the end of semester 1, because you do technically switch over to a new class at that time. So, in the second half of the school year, we study World War II breaking out, World War II expanding and concluding, the Cold War beginning, President Kennedy and Johnson and the Civil Rights Movement, Vietnam, Nixon, Ford, and Carter, the Reagan era, and then we end things with a study of where we're at right now, the 21st century. So, my grading is very, very similar to everybody else at PA distance. You'll receive tests, assignments, quizzes, and participation throughout the year. The tests are the big kahunas. They are worth 40% of your grade. So, guys, it is always important that you do a test. Do not take a day off on a test. That would not go well for you, and I would be sad. For number 2, assignments 30% of your grade. Quizzes, 20%. Participation is 10%. So that's how grades kind of even out here. And you'll start to see that take place the more the school year goes on and more assignments are submitted. My expectations for you. Course expectations. What this means is, this is what I hope you guys bring to the table. I know that we all come from very different backgrounds and that some of us have not had the funnest time in a social studies course. But my goal is for you to see that history is everywhere and that history is a part of all of our lives, regardless of what you like. For example, if you're interested in war, we're going to look at a lot of those this year. Or if you're interested in the civil rights movement and equality movements, we're going to take a look at those. There's the history of science. There's the history of even mathematics. There's lots of different ways to dig into the past and make it relevant to you. My first expectation for you is to be present. This means that school is not a spectator sport. You need to log in daily to class and do social studies every day. There will always be something on the calendar for you. If social studies isn't up there, you need to tell me, because that's no excuse. There is a lesson for you every day. Sometimes I do make mistakes, and then I'll put that link up nice and quick. Also, to ask for help. I try to be a very approachable person. I will never get mad at you for asking a question. So do not feel like a question is too small or too stupid, because you are valued, okay? Goal 2, be invested. This is your class as much as it is mine. I am a sucker for feedback, so I'm always interested to see what you guys think of things, what went easy, what went not so easy, what maybe we need to change. Your feedback is important. Spend time with the material. Don't blow it off. Go do social studies daily. Come to class, speak with me, and use your time wisely. You should only really be spending 1 hour in my class a day. If you're spending more time than that, we need to be talking and working together to help alleviate some of that stress. You and your feedback are valued in my class. So if you're stressing out and my class is coming across hard to you, let's talk, let's chat, we'll get you there. That leads me to my next point, to be a communicator. I've found that students who talk to the teacher, engage in class, and self-advocate, which means ask for help if they need it, tend to be successful. I will work with you as much as you need. That is my goal. I want to be there for you, okay? But in order to know that you're struggling, you have to take the first step. I'm not a magician or a mind reader. So what you need to do, guys, is just send me an email. Shoot me a G-chat, give me a phone call if something's tricky. We can talk through it and we can get through it together, okay? Lastly, my last course expectation for you is to be adventurous. I want every student to feel like they can succeed in my class. We're all starting with a blank slate. That's the awesome part about the school year, waiting to be filled. Phrases like, I don't know how, or social studies is hard, are unacceptable. I want you to dive in, I want you to try new things, and I want you to get inspired, okay? So those are my course expectations. My last thing on my syllabus is my classroom philosophy. So this means this is what I believe as a teacher, and I hope that you believe as well. I believe in the creation of a positive classroom community where every student can thrive. We are all here for each other, and we will support each other. We are a community, okay? And that means that there are lots of different things that make us unique, but we're all united together in the purpose of learning. I believe in creating opportunities for all students to learn new things and gain a deeper understanding of social studies. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited to have you, and I know we're going to have a great year together, okay? So now, that concludes the course syllabus. Kindly move on to the next portion of the lesson, okay?